Uh, my dear friends, well, thanks to these marketing gimmicks, LASIK is now perceived as a quick 5 minutes office break procedure, despite a lifetime of investment going into making that 5 minutes hassle-free. Well, when the person comes to me, there is always a palpitation in the heart of the LASIK surgeon as well as the patient. Oh, he might stop the free flow of cash to me. All these with a special emphasis on the health of optic nerve head, the macula, and the peripheral retina to rule out the things. A quick look at the optic nerve head and a keen ear to the complaints of poor contrast, changes in color vision, pupillary reaction will alert us to demyelinating disorders and the other optic nerve health abnormalities. In the macula, I'll just quickly point out metamorphopsia, amblyopia, lacquer cracks, recent decrease of the vision needs to be ruled out. Also check out for posterior cephaloma. Rule out myopic macular retinoschisis. And a very important and commonly missed thing, myopic CNVM or the Foster-Fuchs spots. Like with this lesion in a pre-LASIK patient who came with a grayish lesion and with the pigmented margins with a metamorphopsia history in a 19-year-old case. Well, the post-anti-VEGF, the CNVM resolved, and he again went ahead to go ahead with the LASIK. Peripheral regions which are just to be excluded, these are innocuous, benign, like the microcystoid degeneration, snowflake, paving stone, honeycomb, and the retinoschisis. The three things which are mostly to be taken care of, the retinoschisis, atrophic round holes, and the lattices. According to the latest guidelines of the AO, acute symptomatic horseshoe tears, these operculated holes, dialysis, retinal breaks, and the horseshoe tears needs to be treated. But why the barrage is needed actually? What is different in a LASIK patient post-surgery? Well, as a retina surgeon, our whole life depends upon it. We love it and hate it to the equal measures. From the most dangerous complications to most beautiful of the surgeries, there is a single word, that is PVD. And the PVD post-microkeratome associated LASIK as well as femtosecond LASIK is very high. Let me tell you, even with the femtosecond LASIK, because of the longer duration of suction, although the suction pressure is lower, PVD is much higher, and this would motivate us for the better screening and more repeated screening for the femtosecond LASIK patient. Now the lesions which we commonly encounter which needs to be treated are lattice degeneration, atrophic retinal holes, operculated retinal holes, retinal dialysis, horseshoe tears. GRT, this is basically white without pressure areas. Per se doesn't require treatment, but we have a catch when we have the other eye with a 330-degree GRT. That was a post-LASIK patient, let me tell you. These are the treatments basically, and wait for the minimum of 2 weeks post-laser to go ahead with the refractive surgery. So the take-home message I'll quickly summarize. Good pre-operative evaluation. Never trivialize your surgery. It's a 5 minutes procedure. Never criticize your colleague. Know when to say no. Proper counseling of the patients. Warning signs and signals needs to be explained, and follow-ups. Please always remember, follow-ups needs to be documented. Just a food for thought for the surgeon soul. Looking at all the malpractice litigations during his surgery, mostly when the doctors lost, it was when the surgery was done in an eye where it was contraindicated. And moreover, the surgical complications always go against the surgeon. Howsoever, the highest compensatory amount which has been given to the patients has been awarded again in the state in which it was contraindicated. And out of these, the retina claims far exceed all other types in both the number and percentage. So our relationship is just like Beauty with the Beast, eye in eye, because it is not only about the front of the eye. Last but not the least, word of mouth is even more significant today than it was 10 years before because of the amplification thanks to the social media. Thank you so much for your patient hearing, and have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Suprit.